This story is just for you. We know you love your babies more than anything because we feel the same way about ours.
Sure do. Moms and dads think about everything that could impact their little one, including, nowadays, face masks, and whether a caregiver having half their face covered could affect a child's development at preschool or daycare. So I asked a UH pediatrician about those concerns.
Early on, children do a lot of learning by looking at faces, particularly as they're learning to talk. They're watching lip movements and understanding how that coordination works so they can do it too. Dr. Marie Clark is a developmental behavioral pediatrician at UH Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. She says a lot of important expression happens above the mouth as well.
So, for example, our eyes are so expressive, our foreheads, our eyebrows, they contribute so much to that facial expression that's really also part of that language and social emotional learning that young children do. It's not as if they're being completely deprived. They're still getting interaction with those caretakers who may be wearing a mask.
Dr. Clark says safety first. Right now, wearing a mask is one of the most important things we can do to protect each other from the coronavirus. She says caregivers of small children may want to be more exuberant with their expressions and voice when wearing a face mask, but says parents shouldn't worry about a negative impact on their child's development.
And I think there's research out there to support that this is not something that is going to be detrimental long term. There are studies of visually impaired children who show that they go on to develop really wonderful language and emotional skills despite that lack of being able to get that visual feedback from looking at others' faces. So I think that should be very reassuring to us.
The struggle with work-life balance is real, but Dr. Clark says remember, no matter how much time your child spends with you, it's always the most precious and impactful to their development.
And they're going to get so much social, emotional, and language learning from that time that parents are spending with them.
Oh, that little girl is so sweet. The doctor says she just encourages parents to make the most of the time you have together with your children. And remember, just don't be too hard on yourself.
Well, here's a change that's going to save you.